Woman gives birth to a 70-year-old man. If you heard this headline, you would certainly listen, because it goes against everything that makes sense. Everything in life that we do takes steps. When we're trying to accomplish a goal, it's the same process. It takes baby steps to do. Everything around us is broken down into systems and steps, and everything we do in life is a process. Today, my purpose is to persuade you that baby steps are the most effective way for long-term results. I believe that I'm qualified to speak about this because I've used baby steps in my life to attain long-term results. The reason I believe that baby steps are the best is because bad habits take time to make and they take time to break. They're not just broken overnight. Also, many changes at once are an overload. Our systems can't handle them and won't maintain them. The benefits of little steps can be seen, and then you continue to make steps because you're encouraged by your progress. The first thing I'd like to talk to you about is bad habits are created over time and have to be broken over time. Think about a baby learning to walk. It's a system. It doesn't just happen overnight. They don't just get up and start walking. The same can be seen in nature. A tree doesn't pop up out of the ground overnight. There are tons of steps that happen in the ground before we ever see it break the surface of the dirt. In an article called Breaking Bad Habits in the National Institute of Health, they explained that habits are made by repetition. Once our brain has done a series of steps enough times that it becomes repetitive, it's a habit. Our brain can go on autopilot. We can do it without even realizing we're doing it anymore. You can see this can be very dangerous if the habit you have is an unhealthy one. As Dave Ramsey explains in his book, it doesn't matter whether it's unhealthy eating or unhealthy financial habits. He explains in his book, Complete Guide to Money, that everything that we do is 20% head knowledge and 80% behavior. It doesn't matter how well-intentioned we are. If the behavior isn't right, the outcome is not going to be good. The next thing I'd like to share with you is that many changes are system overload. Think about that little baby learning how to walk. If we just went and set that toddler in the middle of the floor, they'd fall down and the outcome would not be good. And they'd probably be a little scared to get up and try to walk again. Dr. Lickerman explains in psychologytoday.com that everything we do is a series of steps that propels us to results. Everything has to have a phase. We have to contemplate that we're going to change before we ever put any action to it. That just goes to show you that even our thoughts are a series of steps. And this backs up my theory that everything is a series of steps that we have to overcome to get to our results. An article in the APA, Lynn Bufka, a psychologist, in reference to New Year's resolutions, says that it is a much more effective route to schedule a series of changes over the year versus one overwhelming goal in January that we usually won't maintain. Now the benefits to little steps to accomplish big goals. When we encourage little steps and little changes, we're able to maintain those things. We see that we've made good progress, and then we can continue to make progress. It encourages us to continue stepping towards our bigger goal. An article in Cedars-Sinai Medical Center wrote about a man that was in a motorcycle accident. He was paralyzed, and he was told that he had at least a year in a wheelchair, if not the rest of his life. But he took it one step at a time. First, he just decided that he would learn to roll over and get in his wheelchair himself. After accomplishing this step, he continued to break it down. His head knew what to do, but his muscles had to be retaught. After about 5 months, he was walking again because he broke things down into little steps, and he was able to continue to achieve his goal of walking again. In conclusion, I'd like to remind you that I was talking to you about baby steps being the most effective route to long-term results. Because bad habits are accomplished over time and take time to break, many changes are system overload, and the benefits of little steps over change over time helps us be encouraged to continue to move forward with our goals. I feel qualified to speak to you because I've seen people in my life accomplish big goals by breaking it down into little steps, and they've had long-term success. Everyone has changes that they would like to make, and maybe you weren't able to maintain change. Maybe you just tried to leap before you could walk. Next time you're about to make change, break it down into little steps, and then just go after one at a time until you've accomplished your goal. Thank you.